So yesterday, the United Nations Security Council, right? We get United Nations. 193 countries of the world come together to be called the United Nations. Then we get a department inside, where they call Security Council. It is a total of 15 countries. 5 countries are permanent. The other 10, that they do election to bring them in. So 5 permanent countries and 10 non-permanent countries. They sat down yesterday to have a meeting and they decided that Israel should be ordered to stop the invasion of Gaza, right? And that Hamas should release the hostages where they with them back to Israel. As the vote finished, decide, now America say no, it cannot happen. America used what they call the veto power. It can override the decision of the Security Council. I'll explain everything, but let me show you this.
Those against. The draft resolution has not been adopted, owing to the negative vote of a permanent member of the Council.
The United States rejects this unacceptable resolution. It is beyond time that Hamas release every single hostage now and surrender immediately. The United States will continue to work with its partners to bring an end to this horrific conflict for the sake of the people of Gaza, who deserve a future free from Hamas. U.S. opposition to this resolution will come as no surprise. It fails to condemn Hamas or recognize Israel's right to defend itself, and it wrongly legitimizes the false narratives benefiting Hamas, which have sadly found currency in this council.
Okay, let me break it down. I'll start from top so that I will understand. You see the way Nigeria close to Niger, where would they share border? Now, so Palestine and Israel, they share border. Now, on the border of Palestine and Israel is a city called Gaza. The way Nigeria, they share border with Benin Republic, with through Badagry. I bet you they call that the same border. That is how Palestine and Israel, they share border. Now, that Gaza is being controlled by a terrorist group called Hamas. There was a time in Nigeria where Boko Haram, they control some local governments for this country. I don't know if they're still controlling anyone, but there was a time in Nigeria where Boko Haram had control of some local government. So as you may say, that local government is on the border with another country. Hamas, on the 7th of October 2023, those terrorist groups for the way they control Gaza, so now entered Israel. They buy 1,200 people. They kidnapped over 200 and something people. Till today, those people where they abduct still deal with them. At least 50 something of those people still deal with Hamas. Israel say if we not release those people, nobody go stay that Gaza again. As Palestine say they not fit take charge of the Gaza, we, Israel, we can seize it. So unless you release those people, nobody will stay there. And so Israel start to throw bombs. Today, tomorrow, as I talk to you now, over 60-something thousand people have been died in Hamas in Gaza. Over 60-something thousand people. Now Israel don't buy. They go down and now say, you see this high-rise building, everybody live there in the next 10 minutes. Not be joko. As people, they struggle to run coming for, whoop, the building don't come down. And people are dying in the process. Now, this guy that they buy people, so not be just Hamas people that they buy, both children, both anybody where they collect. So the world is looking at it like this thing that they pass, be careful. No be Hamas will they fight again, you won't seize the place. And Israel not they deny and they won't seize the place. United Nations has 193 countries. You see the way our Senate today, when they get committee on economics, they get committee on works. They get committee on this local content. And so it be too for UN. So they have a security council. A security council. They also have economic council, but they get security council. That security council have 15 countries inside. Out of that 15, 5 are permanent members. That 5 get veto power. Israel, America, UK, Russia, China, and France. The other 10 are members. But you see these 5, once that 10 agree, these 5 say no, that's it. It's called veto power. So they put out veto. So may they stop Israel from entering Gaza. They made them tell Hamas may return the remaining people. America say no, that resolution cannot work. Before we talk this thing at all, may Hamas first return the hostage where they with their first. Because if you not return Israel hostage, Israel has the right to defend itself. You see, let's look at it from this way. If I'm the president of Nigeria, and one city in the north is sharing boundary with Niger, then one day some terrorist group from one place for Niger can't enter my city for north, can't buy 200 people. I will make sure nobody lives in that place again. I will make sure that nobody stay that place again. And that is exactly what Israel is doing. It's just that it can't be like say Israel don't overdo, but then you first find their trouble, they did their own. Now, if you go back to history, why this fight for land start? Israel had been in that place before. The Jews had occupied that place. Jerusalem was their capital. But Roman Empire can't take over everywhere. That's to read the Bible. How Roman Empire take conquer everywhere. So the Jews dispersed. But during the Second World War, America promised the Jews to give them back their area and promised those Arab nations around their independence. That is how Israel went back to that place. That fight for that land has been happening for a long time. Again, one time when almost all the Arab nations fight Israel, Israel win everybody. So this wahala you see has been there for a long time. And Israel, they look and say, all those other Arab nations that they used to, they support Hamas. Now I make you see Israel through that thing with their true. Go Qatar which day. Because the leadership of Hamas was in that building. Although they came for a meeting, but Israel said, a lie, we're not agree. Whoop! We don't want everybody to have peace around the world. Let's live and let's live. The number of land where we never feel occupied for this war too plenty. Inside this Nigeria, we get land where be full forest, where big past countries. I'm not sure the whole of Ukraine is as big as Sambisa forest. So land still there. It's just that some of these areas are not favorable for humans to stay. You see the way Canada big like that, so now only one small part of Canada, now people feel stay easily because of weather conditions and the rest, But these problems are getting too much. Let's just leave. And you see all this fight now because of real estate, land. Now, really, you see, really, God know they create another land again. Now people they born joy. So land is scarce. If you get money, buy land. If you get money, buy land. I just say my tell now.